Come in, damn it. You're sure a punctual bastard.
Welcome to the podcast at Orgy Castle. Sit back, darling, and enjoy with your hosts Derek and Paula.
You got a haircut.
I did. What do you think?
You look lovely.
I look fresh, as the kids would say.
Do they still say that?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess.
As fresh as the kids in 1992 would say.
Hey, I only have a 12-year-old to tell me what's hip in lingo.
They're not quite cool yet, are they?
No, not even remotely.
No, I've taught 12-year-olds. Not cool.
Well, I don't know. Don't say that to her.
No, I'm not going to say that to her. I'm just saying to you, 12-year-olds. Not cool. Kind of sticky, kind of amorphous, kind of like, sixth graders, gross. Yeah, no, I gotcha. I've taught middle school and high school. I'm familiar.
So how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I arted all day with Jessie. We're building a Beelzebub out in her backyard. And,
what exactly is a Beelzebub?
Well, okay. So I went over there today to hang out, and we decided we're going to turn her backyard into like an oasis, right? And she was pulling some grass out because we're going to put gravel down. And I saw just this door laying up against her house, and it had a great rippled glass and then a wooden frame. And I was like, well, what the fuck's that for? She's like, I don't know. What do you want to do with it? I was like, I want to hang it on the fence and like make something out of it. And so we hung it up on the fence, all shibari style. We got some of her rope, and the girl can do some shibari knots, not kidding. So she shibaried that up on the wall, and I painted it red. And we were like, what are we going to do with this? We were like, the Beelzebub. So we're going to make a bar out of it. We're going to put like a, shelf and whatnot. We're going to hang some sconces around it and put our little painted satanic demons and liquor. Yeah. And some lawn chairs and some sprinklers and a pool for the dog. And it's going to be lovely.
Awesome. So are the legs of the bar going to be, you should find some mannequin legs with stilettos, paint them jet black.
That would be cool. Absolutely. We were also thinking like pillars with gargoyles. We're not sure, but yeah, the legs with stilettos would definitely be, or like get some legs like Ilsa's with the khaki shorts with the spats and the black boots. I covet those spats so hard. I mean, they're like to her knees. Those are so badass. I love that movie. By the way, Ilsa, Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks. That's what we're covering this week. Mm-hmm. And God damn it, that was fun.
Again, I'm going to have to let everybody know what a pervert I am. I've watched this movie way more times than I'll ever admit to. This is legitimately one of my favorite exploitation films of all time. Even though the last time we talked about Ilsa here on the podcast, I said that one of my prized tapes was Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS.
Damn fine movie.
I've watched this more.
Oh yeah, even though it shows less of Diane Thorne's boobs.
I know. Oh my God, that kills me. It's like
not until like an hour and 15 minutes in do you actually see Diane Thorne's breasts.
Oh my God, and they're so glorious.
You see her ass before you see her boobies.
Oh, she is cute in this movie.
She's like so fucking cute. Oh my God, she's cute. You're getting squash hungry. I'm not kidding. That woman could do just about anything to me, and I'd be like, Diane Thorne.
Listeners, before we get too in-depth and drooling talk over Diane Thorne here.
And every other woman in this. There's so many Russ Meyer chicks in this.
I'm not going to be able to function thinking about all these beautiful, unbelievably beautiful women. Ilsa, Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks is obviously a sequel. Is it a thematic sequel? It's not. It can't be a literal sequel. There's no way it could be a literal sequel. She was killed in the last one.
But the plot is almost identical to the first one.
It is 100% a photocopy.
Yeah.
Minus the World War II angle. No Nazis in this thing.
It's just transplanted to Saudi Arabia, aka Glendale, fucking California. I love this movie. I fucking love this movie.
It definitely has more brown face in it than just about any movie we've covered on the podcast so far.
Yeah, it really, really does. It's probably got the most, and not necessarily counting Vixen, because Vixen had racial overtones.
But there was an actual African man.
No, there was an actual African man that she was just racist as fuck. But this is probably the most racist movie that we run into. Because it was filmed in Glendale. There was not one Arab in this entire fucking film. They were all Hispanic or white. And I mean, the little kid at the end, for fuck's sake. Hey, Jason.
So this movie, folks, is Ilsa begins working for an Arab sheik.
Yes.
Who likes to import women to use as sex slaves. And the side plot, how she gets caught, because you remember in the first movie, she ends up, her big downfall is that there's an American GI who comes in with a miraculous like unicorn dick, and he can never come, and it's her downfall. She help herself for the American D.
Yeah.
She loves that American D. And on this, there's yet another American GI who comes in.
Bland as vanilla fucking pudding. Same as the first one. The worst actor in the entire movie, same thing. It's so weird. This whole movie parallels the first one like nobody's business, including the, what is it? Her undoing, I suppose. Her Waterloo, if you will. Her milk toast Lou. Good God, what a boring guy. Same as Wolf in the first one. But
let's be honest, he was just thrown in there as a plot device to, because he's barely in the movie.
He was a generic dashing white dude in a military uniform, and that's same as the first one. The worst actor in the film.
He's basically the Aldi's version of Jan Michael Vincent.
I love Jan Michael Vincent,
but doesn't he look just like him?
And I love Aldi, but he does.
I'll put a picture. I'll put two pictures next to each other. You tell me if he looks like him or not.
No, he's like super smushy face. So like Jan Michael Vincent has those cheekbones and just had that kind of thing going on. I mean, oh my God, Airwolf. I fucking love Airwolf. But I mean, Jan Michael Vincent, especially when he was young, he was gorgeous. And this guy was like generically, he wasn't like, there was nothing objectionable about him, but he wasn't an interesting looking man. And Jan Michael Vincent has like some, well, he had, bless his heart, he's gone now. Yeah, but oh God, but he actually was like a really interesting looking dude with the squinty eyes and those cheekbones that were like this. And this guy was like Aldi. Jan Michael Vincent.
Well, that's why I said he's Aldi. Yeah, no, he is. Vincent.
He's Aldi Jan Michael Vincent, and I like the guacamole, but this dude didn't sit as well. He didn't satisfy.
Yeah, the only interesting thing about him is his deep voice. Whoever overdubbed him really went deep. It's like Barry White on top of all these Jan Michael Vincent.
I love the fact that for the first 45 to 50 minutes of the movie, the only way that you see him is he's in that white Navy uniform talking to the fucking German guy. Was he a German guy? And they're in the plane with that fantastic patterned material and curtains, that crazy like 1970s stuff. But for the whole the whole first time when you're introduced to them and they're talking about their espionage and because they're going in to like infiltrate and like bust up the whole thing that's going on there. Well, the German dude wants oil and the American dude wants, American. But
he's American. He does good for
he's the good he's the good guy, of course. Yeah. And but all you see is them in the plane talking the entire time.
Yeah, so they never leave. There's 40 minutes of this movie where these two characters are literally taking a plane ride.
And then you're flashing back to like slave auctions and tortures and I mean just so many things. And what was funny was I watched this the first time and I thought of this. I guess imagine that I wasn't paying close attention. And I thought it was just kind of a much light, fluffier one. Yeah. And while it's not as intensely torturous as the first one, there's still some really brutal shit in this movie. When that guy buys the chick at the slave auction and the next thing you see is he's like, I don't like teeth scraping. And so they go and do something and come back and they're like pulling her fucking teeth out. And that girl's performance was great. She would like really sold it when she went up at the slave auction and she did the back bend and she was a contortionist and beautiful figure, whatever. And then when they're tearing out her teeth, she just looks fucking terrified. So there were some really good performances. So yeah, there was some intense shit in this that I kind of like glossed over because it is so Technicolor And the copy we had was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
the
the HD transfer on this thing really shows off that a lot of care was put into making this movie. Don Edmonds again directs this one, and he knows how to put together a good slays pick, because this movie, I think the reason why it's more palatable is that it's just so well made. It's not as grimy and greasy as maybe the context. Maybe it's context completely, because the Nazi aspect of the first film is pretty repugnant.
With the whole Hogan's Hero set and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's what really makes that a tough watch. Where
it isn't like she's torturing the woman by like tearing her. And I think that the torture in the first one was much more up close and personal. And they didn't quite pull back as much. And with this one, like when they're pulling out the teeth, they're not showing pulling out the teeth. They show them dropping on the ground. Whereas, like, I mean, I think it's Sharon Kelly / Colleen Brennan in the first one when she's going down in the decompression tank.
Yeah.
And so I think in the first one they just didn't pull back from the torture as much. This one was more sexy and boobs. And I loved the Arab King's obsession with tongues.
That's the thing. This movie, whenever the violence would happen, which is quite frequently, I mean, there's tit squishing, there's ants crawling into people's orifices.
When Velvet and Satin take on that dude who defiled whomever in hand-to-hand combat and I love that scene.
My favorite scene of the entire movie, Nubian Queens as her bodyguards. And they, of course, like Dolomite, they're kung fu experts.
They are.
So there's this sequence in this movie, which is literally one of my favorite scenes of any movie ever made, where this guy, what was he in trouble for again? Was he trying? Did he try and fuck somebody?
Yeah, he had tried to defile one of the women of the Sultan's harem, and kind of take like privilege with him. And so he was being shown that he did not have that kind of privilege. And so his punishment was hand-to-hand combat, and that was her two beautiful, strong black female bodyguards, Satin and Velvet, and they took him on and they just beat that throat punch. I felt that. I was like, oh my God, I've wanted to do that to people so many times. I can't even tell you. And it was just like cathartic, you know?
I mean, every instance of sexiness is put opposite something that's goofy and silly. Then it goes to violence and it just kind of keeps going. This to me is like, when I look for exploitation films, this is what I want. I want a little sexiness. I want a little violence. I want some kung fu action. I mean, on the Corey Udler scale, this would totally pass because there's kung fu action on there.
Earlier this morning, I watched Raw Force, and that kind of has the exact same, like, so much goofy, so much weirdness, so much boobs, and so much kung fu and violence. And so, yeah, that's you want all that. You do.
Yep.
And this has it. This delivers. There's
fluffy music constantly playing, quote unquote, Indian music to remind you that you're not in California.
We're not in Glendale. We're not. But no, this one, much like the first one, I mean, it almost mirrored the plot exactly, except it was transposed into a different environment. I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was fluffier because I wasn't, I guess, paying as much good attention the first time I watched it. It kept its plot going well. When you kind of look back on it, same with the first one, there was nothing that was really unnecessary. And when they kind of keep you wondering whenever they show them feeding the hand underneath the grate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're kind of the whole movie, you're going, what's going on? And then you find out at the end. And so they did some good storytelling there. And as far as like, there was nothing that they threw in there that they didn't resolve at the end. And everything, you know, kind of kept moving. And like when she beats that leper at the very beginning, and then at the end, the Sharif uses the leper to, you know, publicly humiliate her, gonna get leprosy all over that chiffon. Fuck off, right? Get your leprosy off my chiffon, bitch.
And before we go too much further, the leper is George Buckflower yet again.
George Buckflower. What was he in? Okay, refresh my memory.
George Buckflower. He has been in so much exploitation film. He's in Back to the Future. He's in They Live. He's in The Fog. He's in tons and tons and tons.
He's one of those guys that everybody knows and they don't know.
Yep. He's the character actor, always a side part, always a little part, but he's got that voice. He was the doctor in the first one that helped Ilsa out. Now he's a leper in this one.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So yeah. So she gets humiliated by George Buckflower, aka the leper.
Letting a Becker eat her pussy. Oh my God. Touch those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful boobs, which we just see, like you said, at the end of the movie. They show them towards the end. She's sitting there in that great green hood up in bed with the bland American vanilla pudding boy. And finally, you see the boobs, and you and I were both like, wait, is this the first time we saw her boobs? Oh my God, it is. Because there were so many other gorgeous pairs of breasts and bodies in this movie.
Huge.
Oh my God. And it starts at the beginning and it never fucking ends.
Nope.
Yeah.
This is very like a Russ Meyer movie in that way, where there's a lot of very huge pendulous breasts.
And there's a couple of super vixens in this. There's, like I said, Ushi Diggard. And she was in Super Vixens and Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. And then Colleen Brennan, Sharon Kelly, both of them were also in Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS, and then we're in, all kinds of Russ Meyer films. And Haji, oh my God, okay, can I just say how much Haji rocked this fucking part? you watch her with Tura in like Faster Pussycat, and she's kind of overshadowed by Tura. Plus, she's kind of meant to be like the submissive, like go along, like ride or die chick, right? So you don't really get to get like a full idea of Haji's scope. And then in this one, God, she's being tortured throughout the entire fucking movie, just like the other woman who was being tortured in Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS, right? Throughout the whole film. And I mean, oh God, I couldn't believe it when the guy ate her eyeball. I know that was a total non sequitur, but it worked in my brain. So,
This, I know we're focusing a lot on the violence that's going on in this movie, but for me, it's almost completely palatable in a way, because the rest of the movie's so goofy and there's so much nudity. It is so stupid. It's so stupid.
It really is incredibly stupid and played so straight. So that's the best. It's the tops in high camp. It really is. And so the campiness keeps it from being, unlike the first one, which is really disturbing. Yeah. And I think also because the sex scenes in the first one, for me personally, I found much more arousing. And then it would cut to like two people hanging upside down, dripping blood. And I'd be like, I need a moment to reconcile this. Hang on, I need to react to this. And then I need to like chill. And then I need to react to this over here because they're so different, but they just came barreling at me at the same time. So that one was much more dichotomous in its presentation of sex and violence. The sex to me in the first one was much sexier. The violence was much more violent, and it was much more jarring. Uh-huh. And in this one, it's I guess it's just much smoother because it is so fucking campy.
It is extremely campy, thanks to the help of Jerry Deloney, who plays the sheriff.
Oh my God.
The oil sheik. He is a goofball, a complete goofball through this entire movie. You're supposed to take him seriously, like he's this, dictator, like he's just a terrible person, selling all these women off and torturing these people and all this stuff. And you know what? He's too goofy to take seriously.
He's got a vibrating cane. He's oral obsessed and has a vibrating cane. Wait, do you have his number? Just kidding.
Well, unfortunately, he died in 2017, so you're not going to get his number anymore.
Yeah, he probably wasn't quite up to it anymore anyway. That's all good. I can find my own vibrating cane. But no, that was funny because he was such this hedonist, and they really portrayed him well as that, one woman after another. That whole slave auction scene was a trip. When those dudes just like land, they had all these different guys with their cash and they're just like making it rain and they're bringing all these women up onto stage and selling them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this movie was just campy fucking crazy.
Love it. If there's any bad part or anything you didn't like about this movie, what would it be?
Oh God, the bland American dude that always seems to be her undoing. That pisses me off. It's like, you're really going to overthrow your entire life for that piece of fucking lame dick? Seriously?
Who basically raped her.
Oh yeah, he does. It's like, oh my God, go drink a glass of milk and punch a wall. It's the same fucking effect. This guy is so boring. I think that's what frustrated me with Ilsa in both It's like whenever you watch a TV series and they have an amazingly strong female character, and then in the 7th season, all of a sudden she's pregnant and married because they didn't know what else to do with her. And that's kind of like Ilsa in this one. It's like she has to be overpowered by some stronger man, but what they throw at her is just this pathetic, like mediocre white American guy.
Well, that's because they don't set him up. He's in a plane for more than 3/4 of this movie.
Right. So I'm not exactly enthralled or, here's this woman who runs a fucking torture camp. Here's this woman who runs a harem for an oil sheik in Saudi Arabia. And then Chad walks in and she's all like, oh, Chad, oh, God, you're so amazing. And, let's go for a ride in your Camaro and listen to some Slipknot. No, I mean, are you going to take me to a Richard Marx concert? I'm just really not interested. Oh, you have Kenny G on your tape deck. Bite my ass. No, it's just for me as what I consider to be a relatively chaotic, neutral female with standards. I just don't see that doesn't ring for me. That really doesn't. And that's in each of those movies. It's still fun. I still enjoy it. I prefer it when she's actually castrating people, like what Velvet and Satin did to the dude whenever they fucking killed. I thought they killed him. They didn't kill him. They ripped his balls off, held them over her head, and she's like, add one to my eunuchs. And I was like, yeah. See, now a woman who is pleased that her bodyguards have just ripped a dude's balls off aren't gonna fall for Josh.
Right. Well, I think we can both agree that was just he is shoehorned in as a plot device.
Right.
All he's there for is so that at some point Ilsa gets her comeuppance at the end.
You asked me what my complaint was, and I think that's it. Yeah. I wish she had a more worthy challenger. That's what I wish. I wish that the guy wasn't just some bland American dude who shows up wrapped in the American flag, and she's all like, oh, you're so amazing. And he's not. He's not. So that, I think, is my one complaint, is that Ilsa should have had a more worthy challenger. Mm-hmm. And peed on more people's faces.
I didn't even think this really went far enough compared to the other one.
No, it didn't. It didn't go far enough compared to the other. It was fun. It was cool. I loved the fuck out of it, but it did not. I mean, yeah, no. Diane Thorne didn't, do a golden showers on anyone, so it didn't quite go far enough.
It definitely wasn't. It wasn't nearly as mean-spirited, but compared to the third movie, I don't know if you've seen the third movie.
No, the third one I have not.
Tigress of Siberia. I think you'll be thankful. We'll get to that eventually on the podcast, but that is one weird fucking movie. That is one really weird fucking movie.
Well, I read about it, and I guess they started filming in one place and ended up filming in Montreal or something because it was a Canadian production.
Yep.
So I read about it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so that'll be the next one we talk about, folks. But this one, Ilsa, Harem Keeper of the Oil Sheiks, to round this out, because it is so similar to the first movie.
I mean, there's the scenes where they've brought the women in, and they make a big deal at the very beginning about bringing these 3 women in, and they're 3 like high rent women. They're not just importing anyone that they picked up off the street. It's Ushi Digger's character is like the Swedish sex goddess actress, and one of them's like the daughter of an American billionaire. And so the 3 of them, and they've got them in these satin-lined boxes labeled fragile and whatnot.
Almost like vampires, like they've been brought in caskets. Yeah,
very, very, very much so. And so it starts out with very grandiose ideas, and it just I don't know, it's just so it's funny. I mean, in the first one they bring all those women in on the truck and dump them out and make them stand in a line and be
they're just humiliated and human trash.
And in this one they're like laying in their beautiful satin like coffins, and I love them when they put them in the bird cages too, and they have chastity belts on.
That's what I wanted to talk about, was the gold-plated chastity belts that were hearts in front of their bushes.
Oh my god!
He would open it up just to show their bush.
Oh, but I love that framing though. I love it when they go line them up in front of the Sharif, and he's the one that finally has the key to their chastity belts. And those shots are fantastic. It's like the little chastity belt opens and it's his heart-shaped framed on just a bush, and he comments on each of the bushes.
God, I loved it so much.
I did too. It was fun. It was crazy stuff. Oh, just stupid, crazy campy.
So at the end of the day, what are you giving this thing for Jackalman's? And you don't even have to compare it to the first one, really.
No,
I mean, on its own, what do you give it?
It's 5. I love this fucking movie. It's so much fun. It's so weird and so violent and so, you know me, I love camp. I fucking love camp. And I just, in Technicolors, I like bright colors and lots of shiny fabrics.
Right.
And this has that, and Diane Thorne. And yeah, again, it's just basically a remake of the other one set in Saudi Arabia, Glendale. But no, it kept me interested from start to finish, just like it did the time before I watched it. It's fun. It's, if you're an exploitation, booby, violence fan, if you like Pretty Women, it's fun. It's fun. Watch it. It's just a fucking hoot.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely 5 Jackalman action for this guy. I've watched this thing so many goddamn times. I guess your enjoyment of this one, if you've seen the other one, is just going to be, you know, what would you rather watch? Would you rather watch a hardened ghoul movie, which is the first movie in a Nazi exploitation flick, or do you kind of want to watch a light, quote unquote, light, campy version of Ilsa? With
lots of belly dancers and chiffon.
Yeah, that to me, that it's going to win this every single time. Do I ever feel the need to go watch concentration camp torture videos? No, I'd rather watch this one.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people would disagree with me because I don't think this is admired as much as She-Wolf of the SS is.
It's different. It just really is incredibly different. There are some like I said, there's some similarities as far as the plot goes. It's almost point for point, but it is prettier. It's more I don't know if it's sexier. There's just more boobies and bodies. So many oily bodies, beautiful oily bodies, and lots of chiffon and Technicolors. And there's definitely torture and there's definitely some nasty stuff. But overall, it's much more of a soap opera-y, Skinamax-y, breezy kind of, yeah. There is violence, but yeah, overall, boobs.
Yeah, boobs. I'm going to take the even.
Whole lot of beautiful boobs.
I was so tempted to take this down a Jackalman just because Diane Thorne is not shown. Her top half is not shown, which is a very nice top half. If we haven't discussed this already. Very nice top half. It is not shown till, what did we say? Almost an hour into this movie.
Yeah. You see her butt before you see her tits.
So,
which her butt is beautiful.
Oh my God.
And just looking at her, I mean, just fucking looking at her standing there. There was one scene progression where she was supposed to have been, I mean, they were all supposed to have happened one after each other. And the first one, she's wearing all black. And the next one, she's wearing all khaki. And the next one, she's wearing like dark brown. But she always looks amazing. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No. It's like, oh my God.
She could have anything on. She could be wearing a paper bag and it still would be looking amazing.
Girl, did you change? You look good.
Yeah, look damn good.
You look amazing. Where'd you get them spats, bitch? I need some.
Yeah, that'd be the only downfall I'd have of this movie, really, is she isn't really shown as much. She still looks damn good. But the movie's too good. I can't, even with that
my God,
huge oversight.
That scene where she walks out with satin and velvet behind her and just stands on the stairs with her whip.
Yeah.
I didn't need tits. I just needed
her.
That.
Yeah.
That was glorious.
So this
movie, so much girl power in this movie.
Yeah, you guys need to see this movie. This is a good one. So there's no episode of Book Club from Orgy Castle this episode. I guess life is getting busy. We almost couldn't record tonight because life's getting busy for me as well. But hopefully next week Angelique will be back with some more, bookie smut.
I hope so. Speaking of bookie smut, I got bookie smut.
What is that?
Well, I got a couple of copies of Exploitation Nation, including one that had an interview with Diane Thorne that I read today, which was recent, which was awesome. She's still alive. She's still kicking. She's doing weddings in Vegas. She's awesome. And also had a lot of stuff on lesbian vampirism and a lot of stuff on Something Weird. I got a Something Weird episode of Grindhouse Purgatory. And so I've been reading those today. And
are these new ones?
They came out like last year. They're like zines that have like come out over in the last year or two of people who are just like, crazy about exploitation film. And so I've been reading about Jean Rollin, and I've been reading about Jess Franco, and I've been reading the interview with Diane Thorne. There was a great thing on Coffin Joe, and a whole lot of stuff on Roberta Findlay, and the whole the Flesh trilogy, which I love so much. And so yeah, I've been balls deep in exploitation journalism today. Besides arting and building a Beelzebub with Jesse.
I don't blame it. This all sounds amazing.
That's the dirty shit that I've been reading, and it's fun.
Nice. I mean, Grindhouse Purgatory is a great little zine. 42nd Street Pete puts that thing out. You're not familiar with him, go check him out on the internet. Just put his goddamn name in there. He's a smut and filth purveyor. So I see him at Cinema Wasteland. Every time I go there, I got to go say hi to Pete and get something at his table because he's always got the good stuff there. So definitely go check. I would recommend that zine big time. I love it. It's a great one.
And they talked about Bat Pussy too, so you know.
Somebody else had to watch that. Jesus Christ. So
you motherfucker.
So next week we're going to be coming back to Russ Meyer.
Okay.
So we're going to be watching Mudhoney next week. So
I'm excited. One of the things that I was trying to bring up that I forgot about in the middle of me getting all like giddy and talking about Exploitation Nation and Grindhouse Purgatory was there's another trilogy that I'm interested in, and we've kind of talked about before, but that I just kind of like read the history on, and that's Rinse Dream, aka Steven Sayan, something like that. Night Dreams, Cafe Flesh, and Dr. Caligari. And I vividly remember having those at Kaleidoscope Video, but I never watched them. And we put up Cafe Flesh when we were like asking people to vote for what we were going to watch, and everybody voted for Lolita Vibrator Torture.
Oh God, that fucking movie.
I think since we've been kind of doing some trilogies, I'd really love to throw that one in there because they look bonkers, and you know how much I love bonkers.
They are bonkers, but how are they a trilogy? Like what makes them there's not a story that goes through them.
No, it was just those were the three that he made in that vein and got made and really got to put like his like I read a history on him, and he used to do crazy ads for Larry Flint and Hustler, and he's very much a surrealist. And so he was doing like renegade porn and like just and let me like copy it and send it to you. The article is really amazing, but I just loved his philosophy and what he was talking about. And those were the 3 porn movies that he made where he really got to put his artistic development and ideas out there and have them be realized. And so they only are kind of like 3 together because they're like, I mean, it's kind of like Greg Araki's Doom trilogy, the Doom Generation, Nowhere, and The Living End. They don't link up to each other,
but there's an aesthetic. Yeah,
there's an aesthetic, and they're all in the same vein. And so that's what I'm looking at. So those would be fun to watch, I think.
Cool. I'm down with it. So any final parting words here for the listeners, Paula?
Oh my God, are you putting me on the spot again?
Yet again.
Oh my God.
Come on, Kadeen, you can do this.
Dude, you're getting leprosy on my chiffon.
Satan is the name she goes by. There's a lot of devil in her eye. Kiss a fire that burns you well. She breaks your heart and it hurts like words can't tell.